guys, so we're back at MCVAY's again today, and Tommy ran to get lifters last night at Jegs. I went up to Summit to get shims. We got our cam in place set, shooting for about 12 thousandths there. 8 to 12 thousandths is what they call for. Yeah, we got that all set up. We're about to re-degree the camshaft and make sure everything's good before we put it all back together, because I did have this off, obviously, to put shims in there. So I took the belt back off. So we're gonna recheck everything. And then Bob's working on getting the heads assembled right now. Once that's done, we'll be able to bolt the heads on this thing and start working towards getting a long block together. Everything's looking pretty good so far. The new lifters are designed so that you can put them in without having to take the heads off. I wasn't sure which ones you're gonna end up getting, but that works good. And if we ever have an issue with one, we can take it out without having to get the heads back off, dealing with having to retorque head gaskets and all that. So that's good. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Got our oil filter gasket, so we can put the oil filter on, put the pan on. Bob was happy that we had plenty of valve clearance, so we're able to move that cam timing around and really optimize our performance out of this thing. If we're running on like a back of the track deal where we don't want a lot of lower end torque, we can take some cam timing out of it with this belt drive deal, back it up to like a 115 or 116 center line, and then if we're at like a really good no prep, I can reach down here and I can dial it in to where it was at 109 and have plenty of low end torque and 60 foot really hard. So that's just another tuning option we have, so I'm happy with that.
It looks like your pistons are fixed.
Yeah, the 6-inch rods moved them up. And a lot of people were like, and I was even confused about this because we had a 5.7 rod and we went to 6-inch rod, and I was like, that's gonna move them up out of the bore because they were only down like 170 thousandths. But I don't know, maybe it's just half that because it's spinning on the crank, I don't know. But it came out right. The pistons were made for a 6-inch rod pin height, so everything worked, everything came out good. I'm happy with it so far. It's gonna be the way we wanted it to be. I'm glad I took the time to, I'm glad Dad was able to find those rods. Even though we weren't able to use them, I kind of forgot about them. So big thanks to him for getting those out. We're still gonna use them, we just need to put pin bushings in them. We'll probably use them in a different motor. But yeah, turning out pretty good.
You're working hard or hardly working?
Working hard.
Working hard. Has Billy been bossing you around?
Yes, yes, he's got the whip out.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta get this thing back on the street.
Looks like you're doing a hell of a job, Bob.
Hell of a job, hell of a job.
You can't let him boss you around too much.
Oh.
I think he was a little grouchy the other night. I kept him in here till 7.
Yeah.
That's past his bedtime.
That's my bedtime. It makes a long day.
Yeah.
On this concrete.
Yeah.
At least you're not lonely.
No. Got the music blaring.
There you go, yeah. You're solid.
We love that music. So you see this one keeper here?
Turn that volume down just a little bit. There we go.
So you see this keeper here? It got hit at one time. See, it got indentation in it?
Yeah.
Well, when you set it in here and do the setups on it, that's why it's best to check every one of these things. Because when you did this one, where the numbers should came out, it didn't come out right. And I was like, why? And so then I started researching and trying to figure out why this thing was thing. And this thing is just slightly indented, and it changed the setup height about 15 thousandths. And you,
wow.
You really wouldn't see it in there, but
yeah,
I don't.
That's the only thing that's different.
That's the only thing different. Now I went upstairs and got a set of your old ones off another set of heads and put them in there, and I didn't like the way they fit. Okay. So I got a new set here, and they matched right up to the numbers of my other ones.
I'm glad you had them.
So we're going to put new ones in for what they are.
How much are you for them? Kind of on a budget here.
On a budget? Don't stop now.
425 on the intake.
We know what we wrote down yesterday.
Yeah.
We're at 73. Add those two together, divide by 2.
73 plus 155.
Yeah.
73 plus 155, 228, divided by 2, 114.
Okay.
That'll work.
That'll work. I would suggest I'm gonna let you do it now. Look there.
What are you guys figuring out?
The center line.
Over here. Turn it up to 50.
Okay.
You can't back it up. If you do back it up, you want to back it up. You always have to be concerned about these hubs being loose. That's
Yeah.
why you always want to go rotation. If on mine, I can go up fast enough to where it's going to take the slack back out of the thing.
I got you.
So then you want to look at, what did I tell you? 73?
73.
Okay, now going down, go to 0, and then going back down the other way. Come off the top.
Okay, 0.
Oh, yeah, and then one down. No, keep going. Then you're going to get to the next 50. Oh, right there. What's your number down there? Number 50.
Oh yeah. 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 and a half. 155 and a half.
Yeah, add those two together, divide by 2. Run it. So
Yep.
we need to make sure that these things are tight. Now a lot of times I'll take and put a little red Loctite on them,
Yeah.
just to know that they're tight. But the other thing is since you can also, I have an engraver that you could remark that. You can turn that all around so you can see it better, you know, directly on. But engrave that, put you a mark on this
Yeah.
to know where 114 is. And then if you want to change it,
Put it back on 109 if I get to a good track.
yeah, if you want to try and change it back and see what it helps you at the track. And we can do that on the dyno in here and see what it makes on the dyno too.
It'd be interesting. Dad was saying he would leave it on 109 because he don't think them cylinder heads will flow at that RPM. But I'm like, I don't know. I'd like to lose some bottom end torque because I'm planning on doing some street racing here soon.
And I think that's where you need to get to 114.
Yeah.
Is because you're going to make boost.
Yeah.
You're going to make boost to make RPM or air.
Yeah. I'm having to pull so much ignition timing out of it on shitty roads. I'd rather just take some out of it with a little bit of cam timing and then I can run upstairs.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be some test. That's why it's going to be interesting to test it and see it.
Yeah.
But you can engrave that. And the other thing is while you're at it right here, you can engrave it, put that mark on it. It's easy to loosen this and move this and then recheck it, see where you're at with what exactly your marks is down there.
Yeah.
You know, and engrave a mark in there, it says 109. You got me? You know what I mean? You can sit here and play with that a little bit or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get to the point of you're happy with, you know, where things are at. All you're doing on that center line is you're finding 50 on both sides of it, and then that's telling you where the top of it is for that center line.
I got you.
You know, now what's neat is if you had a whole cam card, like the whole cam card will tell you it opens at 29 degrees before top dead center or whatever. And then you can identify exactly where it is on here with what they say the cam card says, but we don't have that information.
Yeah. I got this cam and it was in the motor to begin with and it didn't come with a cam card or anything.
Right.
So.
And I think that's where even down the road, let's say you get into these other motors you're talking about, is getting involved with a cam company that helps you in here, helps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can know more in more details of what you want to set it up at. Because I think you're going to get into a position of wanting more lift to be able to flow more air, especially on high RPM, especially you get into the 18 to 15 degree motors and stuff.
Yeah, because I think we were, what, we had 425 on the intake.
Right.
So 425 times 1.5.
Yeah.
That's only 637 lift.
Right.
It's
So
not that much.
yeah, not that much. Now the other thing is where we was at yesterday with checking the piston to valve. At that position, you can go and, you know, since you got 200,000, you can go another 25, you know, and know that you're safe because you did this preparation here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even in there on a dyno or at the track, if I want to make adjustments to try something, but
My other cam was like 660 lift, but I don't think the duration was as much as this.
well, and that's where I come back to the fact is those cam guys are supposed to be the experts, you know, in the regard of is what you want. You need this much duration to be able to do this much stuff, and that's where you need to get involved with somebody to help you in this area here, because I think there's a lot to be gained in tweaking these cams to be able to work better on certain tracks. I mean, this ain't no different than, you know, 30 years ago pro stock guys trying to figure out how to get, you know,
Yeah,
down the track.
I agree. I'm excited about that. I'm glad we used the belt drive because then we can play with that.
Well, yeah, you know, now it's the thing is certain people to me isn't as farly as advanced as you are with your truck and knowing what you got to do with it. So some people, if they don't have all that information stored or know, and they start messing with this, well, they haven't solved the first part of the problem,
Right,
getting it
to get to the equation they're looking for.
of trying to figure this out. I mean, this is where you add a little bit more, and it ain't a lot. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a lot, but it may be enough.
Yeah. It'll be
You know, and I definitely don't know it all, but I just common sense to me is that stuff.
Yeah. Let's see if I can figure out how to use this thing. Oh boy. There on. Yeah.
Let's see what he does next.
Hey Bob, you show me how to use this thing.
Never be afraid to ask.
Sounds like one of those things you blow into at birthday parties. That'll work. I feel like I should engrave my name on this thing somewhere.
Well, considering this is the engine that has given us the most problems ever.
Maybe it'll like me more if I engrave it.
No, I'm thinking it doesn't deserve an engraving. What?
That scared me. It was just this.
Trick question of the day. Customer comes carrying in a cylinder head.
Yeah.
Can you identify it?
Can I identify it?
I can.
Whoa. Well, it's green.
That's.
Blue.
Is it Pontiac? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you what it is,
Looks like a Lego. So flat.
but I think it takes a 208 valve though.
Do you have a match pair?
Yeah, I got the other one out there in the truck.
Did it show up at the junkyard?
It's scrapyard, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't even know?
I don't know.
I gotta know what they are before they go on Marketplace. I gotta pay you money somehow.
Somebody's gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, I need that for my, I don't even know.
Introduce you. These gentlemen are the Street Race Channel boys. Street Race Channel. And you're gonna be on video.
Oh God.
I'm already on YouTube.
Where are you on YouTube at?
Under Jerry Klein.
Oh shit. I think it's an Oldsmobile.
Really?
That's what I was thinking, either Oldsmobile or Pontiac.
We'll let people take their guesses in the comments.
What's up? We are back again. Hopefully the final day of this little series we've done, putting this engine together. Right now I'm checking push rods, making sure none of them are damaged or bent, because I can't even remember the last time I used these damn things. Gonna make sure they're all good before we start this thing up in a little bit. I think what we're gonna do is put the intake on. Once the intake's on, it's pretty much ready to go. We just have to bolt Bob's water pump up to the front for the dyno. We'll prime it, put oil in it and everything, put my filter on. I got a couple little caps to put in the block yet. I gotta put the cam plug in the back. Other than that, I think it's pretty much ready to go on this dyno.
Did Bob say what the compression is now that the rods are right and everything?
It's like 12.5 to 1.
Oh.
So we'll dyno it. We'll heat cycle it. Everything goes well, we'll make a pull on it, and we'll readjust, retorque the heads. Glad we're able to do that here. It's a lot easier to do it here than in the truck and having to take all the headers off and everything. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, just getting everything ready, checking everything out. We should be in pretty good shape.
Bob, who's all these people taking over your shop? It's a madhouse in here.
It's a madhouse. It must be Friday.
Must be Friday, huh? Everybody's in here making messes in your shop.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that?
Yep.
Especially this mess over here.
In my defense, this area was a wreck when I got here.
This area?
I actually cleaned it up to make it messy again.
There you go. Big Rob coming in clutch with the parts run.
Yep.
How's the Nova coming, Rob? I haven't seen it in a minute.
Oh, it's coming along pretty good. Just got
Ready to start working on it again.
You're tired of this already?
This is cool and all, but I just feel like I haven't been to the shop in forever and even worked on it forever.
It's weird being there by myself all the time. Yeah, sure it is.
Hint, hint. Your boy needs some help. He doesn't need help, but
Dog.
he
We got
wants.
lots of projects.
Yeah, I know.
Lots of projects.
You got like a purplish and an orangish and a greenish and
I
a
got-
yellow and a blue.
I got like a play school engine. I got like the starter kit.
It's all color coded.
Oh, it's color coded. I get it now.
I'm
Colorblind.
colorblind.
Green. So am I. What are you gonna do when you get to like?
I'm not really colorblind.
Oh, I am. Not
So what
completely.
color is this?
I know that's purple, but this here, this could be orange. Is it orange?
It might be. What's the other option? What's your other guess?
Not orange, like a gold maybe.
It's orange.
Okay. See, I get a little foggy in them colors. Growing up, I had my favorite pair of purple pants. One day I couldn't find them. I said, "Mom, where's my purple pants?" And she's like, "What are you talking about? They're blue." I was like, "They're purple." They were blue.
And that's the day you found out your eyes were full.
Yeah. Oh hell! I forgot we got a red oil pan.
Literally every color.
Yeah. Shit. Oh.
He's watching Barney when he's little. He's like, "Mom, look at the big blue dog."
Is it? Barney's not a dog.
What is he?
He's a dinosaur, you idiot. You're thinking of Clifford.
Oh, I mixed them together.
Now I gotta know, is Barney?
What is Barney?
He's a
I
dinosaur.
know he's purple, right?
Yeah, but Barney's a dinosaur. What is Barney? Google. America's favorite purple dinosaur.
Sorry, Barney's a dinosaur, not a dog. Come in here. I might come in here Sunday and just clean the shop for him.
Give me that tape back there on the top. There's duct tape.
He needs a day of cleaning all the tools and putting them away.
I gotta set this up on the table. Yep. Take the cordless.
Want this?
Yep. Give that to Billy. Knock that off of there.
Billy said he's coming in Sunday to clean your shop.
If they'll let me in.
That's what he said. You got fucking Doritos on the on the bench.
That's what are you looking for?
What size is it?
It's this side right here, I know that.
This size too.
That's why they're spares.
Dude, you look like you've been working in a pig pen.
Tell me about it. I smell like gasoline. I'm covered in dirt.
That's a milk in your car.
Yeah, mail car.
Oh no. He's got to excavate it to work on it.
wrecked that through the ditch, it looks like.
Take this and that. Hold that on there.
I think I know why you're getting burnt out. You need to update your playlist.
You know where he's going.
Bob, you ever heard of Mob Deep?
Who?
Mob Deep.
Bob will be working in here overtime.
He'll be working 5 times as fast.
There's no way. No. The front ones we will when we get in here to a wrench. You gotta drive that in. I drove this in. And I'm gonna go this way. You gotta kind of help pull it. It goes over here and go back, straight back. Once you got oil pressure, you know you're decent there. You can, I'll give you instructions on this water pump. I got a couple gaskets.
There you go. I don't think you're gonna get it much better.
Okay.
That's good.
Fuel pump is timing or ignition. So I want to crank it. I want to get some oil pump. I want to get it to be moving a little bit. Pretty simple motion for you. And just flip the ignition on while it's cranking. We get it fire.
Okay.
So then we can
Flip the ignition and then we'll turn the fuel pump on since we got fuel.
Yeah.
What? The fuck?
Shut her down, huh? Get in one.
I'll tell you what, I would say it goes back into that block in there. Evidently, I would say put the thread sealer on that hole, put it in there. The reason it quits is because it got vacuum on it. So I would say put some sealer on it. You know what I mean?
Actually set it on like 36 and 38.
We'll see. I'll try to keep this little thing there running. Just go by it. Let's get some oil pressure.
Somebody's advanced.
Wanna go back?
Yeah.
Got the ignition off. Go ahead.
We'll pop the cap off and see where it's at. Same thing. Why don't you get on the other side and close it? You look good doing it.
Lost signal on the monitor in here. It's fine. It 1350 on the idle is what right before it went to.
Alright, same thing, I'll crank it.
Okay.
And then, okay. We'll run a little bit. I was going to say we'd run it up to the 160. Maybe you can do your 8. Maybe we should really run it.
Run up. Let's go 180.
Okay. Ready? Yeah, and it was like, well, that shouldn't be. So, I mean, when, they can pull something on it, we'll have to take the thermostat out.
Yeah, seems good.
Oh, it does. Just torque it. That's what we discussed back about, maybe torquing it twice where you're warming up through 2 heat cycles. I mean, it's a little work with your headers, but it's not as much as in your truck.
No.
If it make it last long, 4 trips.
Yeah, we'll definitely at least do it once.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason, you can't do it twice. I mean, you understand what you got to do to get there.
Yeah. I'm cool with that, because you never know with the O-rings, it's something we've never done before.
Because the other thing is, when you look at an O-ring and the way that wears into that, to me,
It's going to take a few heat cycles, maybe.
before you have to keep sinking in.
It was puffing out this breather a little bit, but that probably just needs the rings to seat in a little more.
Like he said, as that heats and cools, that works its way into the copper gasket. So, more heat cycles you put on it, retorque it, I think it's going to be a better, longer deal. But
Must not have done too bad.
you did a great job. Told you that as you was doing it.
No oil leaks, but it decided to piss out the front there.
Yeah, it's so weird. Never had
These
that.
blocks must be drilled all the way
I'll tell you
through.
what though, these aren't very long, and there's not very many threads in that, so maybe if I got a longer bullet, it would help too.
Right.
Not only that, is this thing was together when you bought it.
Yeah.
So it could have had sealer on it, and when it got taken apart, you just didn't realize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, if it was in the truck and you saw that leak, you would never find that, because you would just never guess that it would be coming from that. Be looking for that leak for a long
Because you're not
time.
gonna
Is
see
that
it 'cause all
normal
the stuff
for-
is around.
Right.
Is that normal for this side on a small block Chevy to puff a little bit out of the breathers when you first
Actually, no. I mean, when I saw that, but I thought it got better.
I've seen a little bit come out of this thing.
Yeah.
It got better because normally, but the other thing is this is a freshen up home versus a new home.
Yeah.
But normally I don't run breathers because I
Right.
want to see it, but I normally never see it.
Yeah.
I'd be honest with you, when I saw that I was very shocked. But the other thing is the more heat cycles, the more them
Yeah.
rings set in.
For sure.
I gotta go work on the dark.
Well, let's close this video out then. Looks like we didn't do too bad, I guess. Bob's machine work, obviously, great. We took our time on this deal. We weren't in a rush, most of it.
I bet you're glad you didn't just throw it together.
This is the first one I've ever built all by myself, so it's special for sure. And I'm glad that there's no issues, seemingly no issues, no oil leaks or anything. Happy about that. It sounds pretty good. Pretty happy. I mean, it didn't give us too much trouble starting or anything. I'm happy with it. So we'll get this thing in the truck here soon. We're gonna, once it cools down, we'll retorque the heads and take it over to the shop. Might retorque the heads twice, just because we're doing O-rings this time. And get it over to the shop, put it in the truck, and get back to racing here soon. Thank you guys, appreciate it. See you next time.